Hi everyone, welcome to 10 on the 10th. This is a collab hosted by my friend Kim over at the Metal Scrappin' Chick channel. And each month we do plus or minus 10 Christmas cards or holiday cards so that we're ready when holiday time comes around. And let me tell you, I am so ready this year. I have, here's a tip. If you use those wet Swiffer things, and they come, in a refill box. I didn't take the label off or decorate it yet, but this is all Christmas cards, and it's overflowing. And I am sure I only have about 4 or 5 months in here worth, and I haven't gone through my drawer yet to see what other ones I have to use. I have a lot of cards. So anyway, I'm doing it again for 2023 because I am going to send out cards this year. I have not gotten them addressed yet, but hopefully tomorrow. So anyway, that's the deal. So this month I went a couple different ways. I was going to do something different, but I got inspired by watching, she was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but I can't remember her name. It's not somebody I watch regularly. But she did a one-sheet wonder, a 12 by 12 wonder, and made 16 cards out of it by making 3 by 3 cubes. You get 4 in a row times 4, so that's 16. Well, I had a sheet of paper out of the Painted Christmas, which is it carried over from last year, and but it was like 2 rows plus a strip. So I made 8 cards for the 2 rows, and then I made 2 cards in a different format using that strip, and I'll show you that when we get there. So I did use Christmas banners. I used the 'Tis the Season for the first 8, and this, and I stamped this, this, and this also. And I did use some red rhinestone basic jewels. I used the painted Christmas paper on both. Oh, excuse me, I also used the coordinating dies. I used this label, and for the second set of the 2 cards I used this and cut it out twice for each card. And I used a different stamp set on those 2 for the sentiment, and we'll get to that. And I did use these red rhinestone basic jewels also on the 2 cards. Alright, so let me show you the first 8. They're all similar, but I just stamped over in the margin. I put the 3 by 3 on a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 piece of real red. This is real red cardstock. This is white, it's either Whisper White or Basic White, I can't remember, whatever I had cut up. And then this is real red. And then on the inside, I think all of them, I had to cut this later out of a sheet I used for the second set of cards, which you'll see, because I used the back of this for the second set too. But I cut a 1 inch by 3 3/4 because some of these cards have 3 3/4 both inside and out. This one, you can start in here. Yeah, I got kind of confused. So these are 4 1/4 by 5. No, 5 1/4 by 4. And this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then this is stamped in garden green, or the stamping is in garden green and real red, same on here. And then this was the paper. So they're all pretty much the same, although the stampings are not exactly all the same. And if there's a little piece like on these 2 out of place, it's because there was a little stem of green sticking out there and it looked weird, so I put a red rhinestone over it so it wouldn't show. So these are all basically the same, and again, the only thing on the inside is that strip of paper, 1 inch by 3 3/4. And 2 of those were left over from a strip from that one piece, and then the other ones I had to cut. So the second, the two cards, the extra two cards, I pulled out the December sheet load of cards from Call Me Crafty Owl's channel. If you're not familiar, go check her out. She does one of these every month. And then there are a group of formal collaborators, but also if you just watch her videos in the beginning of each month, there's a downloadable one of these. And this is the card. I really didn't need a lot of them, or want a lot of them. It's not my favorite layout, but I do like it, and so I did use it. And I used the Sparkle of the Season. This is a retired set, and I used Merry Christmas. And I was going to use this pine bough, but it didn't have the berries, so I went with the other one. So I didn't use anything other than that sentiment. And this is the back of this paper. So this was the strip I had left over after making these from my 2/3 of a sheet roughly. And then this is a brand new sheet that I started, which had this on the back. And so since I started it for these two cards, I then made the rest of these strips from that paper, flipping it over again to this. So I just followed the instructions. They're very clear, especially it's a little tricky with this part, but she's got really good instructions on how to do this and make these come out right. And yeah, I think I did pretty good. Again, real red and just white on the background, and then real red on the background of this. And then these are both cut out of garden green, and the inside I think is the same thing. Yeah, this is just a 1/2 inch strip though of that paper left on the side, and this is 5 1/4 by 4 piece of white. So they're vertical cards, and these are horizontal, opening this way though. Alright, so those are my cards, my 10 cards for 10 on the 10th for the month of December. I hope you liked them. I had fun making them, and I will be back on the 11th. Alright, happy holidays, and see you again soon. Hugs, love, and peace.